Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures on what is turning out to be rather a glorious morning here. I'm inside my polytunnel and, well, it's a mixture of a day today. It's a sad day because, well, the tomatoes are coming to an end in the polytunnel. Luckily, the larger ones, the striped ones in the greenhouse opposite, they're still continuing. But these, I think, have outdone themselves this year. I've had lots and lots of beautiful ripe red tomatoes and they've tasted absolutely sensational, which is rather lovely. So I'm hoping again next year that we can swap sides and do some tomatoes that side and we'll do something else here. So it's a sad time. I've had to take some of the tomato plants out, that's why it looks so bare. This was full all down the middle and here. What started to happen, and it sometimes does happen, they've got a little bit of, they're becoming aged now. They've got a little bit of mould on them. I have sprayed them with the neem oil, so that might just keep it at bay until I get all the tomatoes off. What I have done, however, is I've put some of the greener ones in this bag here, and I'm going to make chutneys out of this. But you can also make tomato sauce, believe it or not, even the green ones. It just ends up being a green tomato sauce. Although there are some ripe ones in there, we'll keep. I've got another bag as well of tomatoes with the red ones in. And they're going to be made into a sauce and frozen, so we can have it in bolognese or in fact on anything we do that needs a tomato based sauce. And I thank Katya for the recipe once again, and I can't wait to make those in the next few days. Now, on the positive side, it's time to pick my chilies, and these are really hot chilies. Look, they're not very big, and it doesn't matter when you pick the chili. If you've got green ones, but the red ones and the yellow ones seem to be a little more softer, as in they're not as harsh tasting, not as sharp, seem to soften. Now, obviously, how do we store them? Well, you can dry them. You can buy dehydrators, and it's like an electronic thing. It takes all the moisture out of the air, but that takes between 5 and 12 hours to do, depending on the size of the fruits or the things that you're drying. You can also pop chilies into the oven, around 160, so quite low, and again 5 to 6 hours on a tray. Now, when you do that, you need to take your stalks off the end, the little stalks that are on the end, and you need to do that for natural drying as well, of which I'm doing. So you literally take the stalks off the end. Now, I normally wear gloves here. I don't know why I'm not wearing gloves, because I really will need to wash my hands, because these are quite fiery chilies. And I'll just lay them in a plastic container, and once you've got them all layered, you can put another layer on top. Pop that like that, pop your lid on when they're all inside, because I've got a full plant to go on behind me here, and you can store that in the fridge. And just over the next few weeks, you can also just naturally dry them, put them somewhere, like a cupboard, and they'll naturally, over the next 3 weeks or so, will dry out. You can air dry them. The problem is with that is, of course, if you dry them too much, then they become brittle. So you've got to really keep an eye on them. This is a really, really good way of drying your chilies if you don't want to pop them in the oven, of course. I mean, you can freeze them, you can put them in oil. There's all sorts of different things you can do. And for those, you need to look up the techniques. Well, I know things are coming to the end of their life, but I have my carrots that I've been growing, and these are little orbit carrots. So actually, they're probably not going to be much bigger than that. In fact, I think they'll be a lot smaller than that. And these are orbit carrots, as they say, they're round carrots, so they don't need much depth actually. So I pop them in here. I've got some outside already growing, so that's the first phase of them. These are the second phase, and these will be growing inside the greenhouse. And I'm going to pop, now they look a bit weak and wobbly because I've just transplanted them, so I need a good watering over the next few days, and I need to keep watering because all of this soil needs to be damp and wet. Because as you know, with watering, it looks like it's wet and it doesn't go anywhere. But this is brand new compost, so they'll have a healthy life in here. So I'm looking forward in a few weeks' time, Christmas Day in fact, to coming down picking these out, and we can have them little round carrots for once. Isn't that exciting? And other things that are growing here on the allotment, I have my lettuce has started to come as well. This is again my cut and grow lettuce. This will be in the greenhouse now, and it's getting to the time of year, believe it or not, maybe in the night times, these will be covered just to keep the extra warmth in there and help them grow. So that's really exciting. Things are rapidly coming along. My pumpkins are doing really well. The leaf mould is still there, even though I've put neem oil on it, but it hasn't yet affected the pumpkin, which is a good thing. It is slightly starting to turn colour, so I'm hoping that means it might be going orange. Isn't that good? The other two are doing okay actually, that we've got, or 3 or 4, there's quite a few coming along. I don't know what's going on there, but it's nice to have the pumpkins. As I say, we're on chili watch today, and just behind me here actually is a little plant, and it says this is a Scotch bonnet red pepper. Now these are absolutely lethal. It's only tiny at the moment, but they'll be coming off as well. My spiky cucumbers, they're still coming, and what you do is you can still eat them obviously, but you have to peel them first, and they are absolutely, so I've been told, because I'm not really a cucumber fan, absolutely delicious. Well, I hope you're entering towards the winter period with hope, and plant things now. You can still plant, and my sprouts are slowly now starting to appear, and I'll take some pictures and show you. Right in the cracks the sprouts are coming, so that's really exciting news, because again we can have carrots and we've got sprouts. I've got Savoy cabbage there, which will soon be taken out because it needs to be chopped up and frozen, and we can have that over the next few weeks. And well, once again, thank you very much for being here with me on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I'll see you very soon. Please keep your photographs coming in, tell me all the history, and on the next show, I'm afraid it's time to end the sunflower competition. So we need to send in your photographs of your sunflowers. Remember, there's 3 categories. You've got the tallest, you've got the widest head, and you've got the amount of sunflowers on one plant. Now let's hope Luke got more than 11 on his sunflower plant. So get those pictures coming in, and we'll announce the competition winner next Sunday. So the final date for entry will be Saturday, I think it's the 11th, but don't quote me on that, will you? Anyway, once again, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you on Wednesday. Ta-ra for now.